guys, welcome back to another vlog. Right now I'm parked outside of a new to me ceramic studio that I want to look into. It's one of those things, it's not like classes, it's like membership based. So if you pay for a membership, you literally get a key and you can come anytime. It's open 24/7. Classes at the center I was going to before, they're great. Like, I really liked them, but it's only on Wednesdays, and then like the open studio hours are very few and far between. So I just don't know like what's gonna be a better fit for me. They also have like a different firing, like temperature and kiln and stuff, and I just might want to try something new and just have like a place to go where I can literally just do whatever. Not that I couldn't do that at the other place, but like it was a class. It wasn't just like on my own time. So anyway, I'm checking that out. I'm not going to bring the camera in because that'd be weird, but I will let you know how I like it. And if I end up doing that, you will hear about it. Okay, I'm so excited. I just went in and I didn't know what to expect. Like, this is an okay part of town, but you know, it's like in the city or on the outskirts of the city, and the buildings are just like a little, I don't know. It was so much nicer in there than I thought, so much bigger. The lady was so nice, the owner. She's obviously an artist. She's like a painter and a ceramicist, and she was just like the nicest lady. She literally was like, I feel so bad because people always want to join and then they don't use their membership enough, and so I've been offering people just half a shelf for half the price. She's like, would you want to do that? Like, if you are worried you aren't gonna, you know, like use it enough or like produce enough to make it worth your while. And I was like, yeah, that would be literally amazing, because it's kind of expensive. It's $275 a month, which is a lot. And I was just gonna do it for a couple of months. I have some Christmas money from my grandpa that I was gonna like put towards it to like justify it, but half of that, like, for me to be able to come literally whenever I want, and I have a half of a big shelf that I can fill, like, life-changing. So I'm doing it. I'm so excited. I'm gonna be going to LA to stay with my mom and Phoebe for 3 weeks. So I told her that I'll probably start when I get back. Also, there was 0 people in there. It's, granted, it's a Friday morning-ish. I could see myself coming on a Friday morning. There was literally no one there. She was like, there's 50 members. I was like, I'm surprised there's no one here with 50 members. She's like, yeah, it's crazy. Like, the most people we probably have in here at once, which she said is like evenings and weekends, is like 6 people. And the place is big. Like, there's a lot of different rooms. Like, there's a throwing room. There's a couple different tables. Like, I don't know. There's just a lot of different areas. So if 6 people in there, you basically feel like you have the place to yourself. There's also like a little kitchen. I will definitely be able to film in there once I'm a member, because I'm sure I'll have the place to myself once or twice. So I'll show you what it looks like, you know, when I start in a few weeks, but I'm pumped.
Later that same evening,
I'm making muffins. I have made this recipe twice now, but I'm gonna change it a little bit so that Jake can eat it. So I'm going to use gluten-free flour, and that's pretty much it. But these are like healthy chocolate chip muffins. I'm not going to say they're healthy. There's some sugar in them, but just way less sugar than your average muffin. And they've, like, when I first tried them, I was like, I took one bite and I was like, this isn't it. But then I got like really addicted to them. And I think that just goes to show you, when you eat less sugar, like, sugar is addictive. So when you like start cutting back on sugar, your body like resets and you're like, no, this is like actually really good. So that just like kind of motivates me to not eat so much processed sugar, like to continue on with it. Anyway, I'm gonna show you how to make these muffins, and I'll leave the recipe below. But first we're gonna need oats. What you do is you actually first soak the oats in the milk, which I'm actually using oat milk. So for this recipe, it's a cup of each. So a cup of oat milk and a cup of oats. Okay, so we set this aside while we do everything else. Now we do 1 egg and 1/3 cup of brown sugar. 1/3 cup of brown sugar is the only sugar that's in it, and brown sugar is like a little bit less processed. So, I don't know if you even care. I did not care about this type of thing, but 2024, I've got some goals. So, we're working on our health. Who doesn't like a sugary egg? Then we do 2 teaspoons of vanilla. 1, 2. 1/4 cup of butter. We're gonna use Earth Balance. This is just for me and Jake, okay? So ignore the fact that I'm touching everything. It just says softened, so not melted. Add that in. It says if there's some small clumps of butter, then that's fine. So I'm kind of rushing because we're going to see Mean Girls at 6:45 and I need to eat dinner. Okay, next, add the flour and oat mixture. Oh my god, 1 cup of flour. The recipe calls for whole wheat flour, but I'm using gluten-free. I'm actually super curious how it's gonna taste with gluten-free flour. 1 teaspoon of baking soda. 1/4 teaspoon of salt. 1/2 teaspoon of cinnamon. Man, you're supposed to stir well, but don't overmix. So when it says that, I'll usually use like a spoon, like a wooden spoon. Okay, that should be good. Then we do a full cup of chocolate chips. I use mini chocolate chips. They're like the Enjoy Life semi-sweet ones. So I do like almost a cup because a cup is a lot. Like, don't get me wrong, it's great, but it's a lot. And then it says to fold them in.
You just fold it in.
So I'm pretty sure that just means like combine them. Okay, those definitely looked way waterier going in than the last time, but we will see what they're like when they come out because all that matters is that they taste good. But I'm a little nervy that the gluten-free flour is not gonna be very good. It's the next day. Sorry I left abruptly during the muffin journey, but like I said, we went to see Mean Girls and we were like kind of late. So I had a muffin at the movies. I brought 2 and Jake and I each ate one and he approved. He said they were amazing. I thought they were good. Probably not as good with the gluten-free flour, but still very good. Like, I think I only really taste a difference because I've been having them like every single day. So I'm gonna have one now, but I feel like they're really good. Heat it up in the microwave for like literally 10 seconds. Okay, so this is what it looks like. The other thing is like the batter is a little bit thinner with the gluten-free flour, and so the chocolate chips all kind of melted to the bottom. Oops. Yeah, that's still really good. That might be a 9 out of 10. I vacuumed the entire house this morning and Jake cleaned like wiped all the surfaces and cleaned the cooktop. So this house is like pristine, which feels so good. Then I went to the grocery store, which I love doing that on Friday or Saturday instead of Sunday, because like it's still crowded, but it's not as crowded, and then it's done and like you can relax on Sundays. Okay, so you've seen the kitchen, but I don't think you've, oh wow, that's anticlimactic because I left out the air fryer. It's so ugly. Okay, you've seen the kitchen, but I don't think you've seen my favorite little corner. I thrifted both of these plates at Goodwill, so they were like a couple dollars each, and the smeg, oh, it really is just kind of my favorite combination of like sleek and vintage. And yeah, this is just one of my favorite little corners. The lighting in this video isn't going to do it justice, but just trust and believe. Not sure if I've shown you guys this little setup yet. We ended up putting all of our cookbooks here. Again, a fancy little smeg kettle. I think you've definitely seen that. And then I ended up just putting this little like pad down here because the NutriBullet, we use it so much and it leaves little marks on the white counter. So I thought that was cute. I don't think you guys have seen the pantry. It's nothing special, but at the same time it is, because I mean, wow, like we have more space than we know what to do with, but it's amazing. And I just couldn't be happier with how it turned out. I had this hook here just like sticking there with my cute little aprons, but it keeps falling, so I'm not gonna do that because I know it's gonna fall again. But I need to do something about those. It could be better organized, and I keep saying I'm gonna organize it better, but honestly it works well for us, and it's not organized. But yeah, Jake and I built these IKEA shelves and they just work really, really well. So happy with that. Coming into the living room, I don't think I've shown you guys either of these chairs. I thrifted both of these chairs with my mom at the same time at the same Goodwill. Ignore my bright ass yarn that's kind of ruining the vibe, but whatever. I think they're so cute, and we didn't have enough space to do like a big chair here or like a sectional couch. We only had space for this, which is totally fine when it's just me and Jake or even 3 people. But then when you have people over and you kind of want that vibe of like, you know, everyone sitting around chatting, we really wanted to bring more chairs into the space. So this worked out really well. And also, I need to give my mom a giant shout out because she completely recovered this for me. We picked out this fabric at Joann's. She literally took out each and every one of these and put them back in. It was freaking wild. I can't even. Actually, no, these are new ones, but we bought them to look exactly like the old studs. Also thrifted this lamp at the same exact time at the same Goodwill. We really hit the jackpot. And then I've been having a lot of fun just designing these shelves. I'll show you what they look like. I still don't have anything on the top shelf, but you know, you gotta leave room to grow because I'm always finding cute stuff at thrift stores and antique markets and stuff. So yeah, this is my grandma's metronome and I just love it. When she passed away, I grabbed like 3 things from her. One is that metronome, a gold pair of earrings that I wear all the time, and a terrible towel. Anyway, I think that's about it. Wait, have I shown you this? Forgive me if I'm like re-showing you things I've already shown you, but my mom also completely did this herself. We picked out this fabric, she made the cushion and upholstered it for me. Yeah, so she is to thank for a lot of stuff in here, and I just think this is so cozy. This table here is a work in progress. I might paint the legs pashmina. I don't really know. They're like stark white, and nothing in this house is like stark white. It almost looks like distressed like farmhouse, which isn't the vibe. But it doesn't super bother me, so I'm not in a rush. But yeah, I just put a couple more books here. I want to get an arched mirror to go there because we don't really have a mirror down here. Like, so when I'm leaving to walk out the door, I'm always like, I wish I could look in a mirror, and I run into the bathroom, which is just not super convenient. And then another Tracy Beard original. She drew my house, the after of my house, and I love it so much. Okay, let's go upstairs. Nothing is new in here, except I've started to put a few cute things up on the shelf. Not much new in here either. Sorry, I did not really clean up for you guys, but I think this was here before. These curtains were here. I'm pretty sure I've shown you these, but show you again. I made that. And then this is new. Why am I out of breath? I got these at Target, and I know it's like Target and it's not that exciting, but I have loved these every single time I went to Target, and it's hard to see in the lighting or with the glare, but they are like just pieces of fabric, and they're just like the exact colors of, you know, this room. They're just the vibe, and I really like them. This is my plant that's thriving, my monstera. I'm pretty sure I've shown you these little lamps, but I really, really love these. They're from Etsy. Again, probably not much new in the main bathroom. I'm pretty sure I had all of that. This is our closet, which I don't think I've ever shown you. Sorry. But Jake and I also put these together from IKEA, and yeah, I just really like them. We had saved thousands of dollars over our other option, which was like this custom closets place that quoted us like so many thousands of dollars, and we were like, maybe we'll just do IKEA after all. And I honestly love them. It took me a while to get used to these like front-facing hanging things. Like instead of the bar being the other way so that you can see everything in a line, but it just honestly looks more clean this way. And when you don't have so many clothes, like I know what's back here. It's not like I forget. So yeah, it's been working totally fine. And I've started to put some bags and stuff up there. And then this is a room that's still very much a work in progress, which you'll be able to tell by the fact that there's 2 different colored curtains in here. But I did have it painted this mauvey pink, which I love. If the camera will focus, thank you. But I just have a lot of things I'm still working out in here. Like I want to try to make these curtains work, but they don't really work with the bedspread. Those curtains feel too pink to me. These feel too yellowy. Not so much on camera, but in person they feel very, very yellow. So I'm still figuring out the curtain and bedspread situation, and I also need a headboard and maybe something art-wise above it. But I got these nightstands on Facebook Marketplace, and I think Facebook Marketplace, and I really like them. And I also got this on Facebook Marketplace, and it's beautiful. I'm super happy with this dresser. And I got this mirror at, I can't remember what store I got this, but it is antique, and I think it's cool. It's very much like a funhouse mirror. I don't know. I like it, but every once in a while when I like get a glimpse like this, I'm like, okay, is that too weird? Like, I don't know. And then I thrifted that lamp also. And yeah, just in here, like I have frames up with no pictures in them, like no art in them. And even the curtain rods are not what I want. I want the gold, like ones, like French curtain rods that I have in the rest of the house. So this is going to be Phoebe's room when she is living with us, which I'm really excited about. And I know that she'll add some touches to make it her own too. Hey, I realized I never closed out the vlog, and what better way to do that than to show you the finished product of what I was making in my last vlog. Yeah, come show them. Look at this. Oops, my camera's being weird. It's so good. I'm so happy with it. Like, okay, remember I was telling you how this side got like a little wonky, and so this was gonna be like the good side? You literally can't tell. Like, I feel like that's what I love about crochets. It's like very forgiving. Like I'll feel like it looks like shiz, and then when I'm done, I'm like, oh, that looks so professional. I'm amazing at this. And it's just like, it's nice. I will say though, it did take me a really long time. This probably took me 10 or 11 hours. Yeah, but still, I'm happy about it. So hope you enjoyed this vlog, and I will see you guys really soon.